Menacing is going to swing in for 2, knocking David down to 5. That's going to be something that, unless a Wild Slash happens, you can't stop. So, David's at 5 to Bill's 10, and we'll see what happens. I do believe he has a Shrapnel Blast in hand, so we'll see if that's all they wrote. He's going to sack Ghostfire Blade to Shrapnel Blast, knocking Bill to 5. Shrapnel Blast. So we're going to go to Game 3. These have been 2 very, very fast games. That's pretty awesome to watch. 2 incredibly fast-paced decks battling against each other, both showing each other what they can do. Game 1, you saw Goblins rush the field and put an Obelisk of Erd in play. And in Game 2, you just watched. Bill put on a quick rush after David had a aggro-y start. David was able to get it with double Shrapnel Blast. 10 points of damage off of 2 artifacts. That's insane. That's awesome. So whenever you get to see things like that happen, that is a great reason to watch Magic. Bill actually was the opposite that game and drew 2 to 3 lands, which is where he wants to be, but he did not get his 3rd land until it was a turn too late, I think. Because that second Dragon Fodder, if he would have had a Hordling Outburst instead, it would have been, 1, an extra point of damage. It would have had another blocker in play. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered as much, but I'm going to say it would. But thanks for sticking with us all night. This is the last round of Standard and Modern. Both tournaments are held side by side. And, Obelisk of Erd in the opener. And 1 land. That's going to be a quick mulligan. Looks like David has a couple lands, Ghostfire Blade, and Insult Artifact, Shrapnel Blast. He might keep this if he has 2 lands. Especially if there's a Hangerback Walker in there too. Yeah, David likes his hand. So Bill's going to hope to get Goblin Glory Chaser, I believe, into, let's see, Pile Driver, Dragon Fodder, maybe just Foundry Street, Frenzied Goblin, something like that. Bill definitely needs to draw a decent 6 here to not lose this match. Because David kept his 7, and if it's what I think it is, he has Hangerback into Insult Artifact. Granted, you don't want to necessarily put Insult on your Hangerback. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, Bill is not having a great night for the cards on camera. It's the curse of the camera. Yeah, we do both. It wasn't firing there for a while because everybody was playtesting Modern pretty heavy for the pre-PTQ. But now that that's over with, we're going to focus back on Standard and Modern, depending on what players actually want to play that week. So this week they wanted to play both, so we held both. And that's how we have it planned. So Mountain's going to come down for Bill, who keeps his 5, and he's going to pass it over as David draws another Onslaught Artifact. He's going to leave with Darksteel Citadel, I believe. He might play a source that produces color mana. Yeah, never mind. He's going to lead out a Ghostfire Blade. Dragon Fodder. That's a decent start for Bill. It gives him, like, sort of a extra card. Like a really, really bad extra card, but it gives him an extra card nonetheless. Something extra to work with. So we're going to see an Onslaught Artifact on the Ghostfire Blade and attack for 5, and Bill's going to take it down to 15 life. He's going to play Subterranean Scout, attack with both, putting David down to 18. We're going to see a pass from Bill, and David's going to untap and draw. Oh, Temple of Epiphany. Okay. That's not a bad draw for David, especially as the game goes on later, but this game might not go on too late, as both of these decks are incredibly aggressive. Right now, David, I think, has the better board position, but if he lets Bill get 1 more creature in play without answering a creature of his own, that could just be it. He's going to chump that. That's not a good sign. And so on the Darksteel Citadel, maybe? Yeah, this is not good for Bill. Yeah, he's getting land screwed, too. Oh, the mulligan to 5. It is not what you want to see happen in Magic, and especially when you're on camera. Yeah, he's just going to scoop. Yeah, it's frustrating, and it's very understandable. So, yeah, David Black gets that one. 2-1. It looks like he's going to write, "I hate Magic" on a piece of paper. I actually can't see what it says. I just was able to tell that that's what he was writing. So Bill doesn't actually hate Magic. He's just a little frustrated right now, and we've all been there. You know, when the cards don't fall right for 2 rounds in a row, both times you're on camera, it's a little frustrating. But it's okay. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on next door. See if we got a top 8 or top 4. I'm sorry, it's top 4. See if we have a top 4 announcement for either of the tournaments yet. See if they're splitting. See if I'm coming back over and just gonna immediately be done for the night. I have no idea. So in the meantime, I'm going to leave you once again. This will be the last time I leave you, but I will be right back.